Hello, good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning, the 29th of December here. I hope you're well. My headphones are going a bit strange and disconnecting here, so I hope the sound is okay. Anyway, hope you're well. It's Sunday morning here. I woke up quite early today. A friend sent me a WhatsApp message which woke me up. So, I got up early and I thought, well, I was going to do a stream tonight. I thought I might as well do it this morning. We can do a short stream today. We can continue our journey on the Orient Express with Hercule Poirot, the famous Belgian detective. We are traveling in luxury from Istanbul to Paris. The famous book, I guess it must be one of, if not the most famous Agatha Christie novel book, Murder on the Orient Express. I've never read it myself. I know there's a big twist at the end, but no spoilers, please. I have no idea about the story. We're going to continue anyway now, and we are going to begin with. I was thinking today, I was watching a video this morning about people traveling on the Orient Express, and it was a couple, I don't know, a husband and wife or something, and it was on their bucket list. It was on their bucket list to travel on the Orient Express, and they went from Venice in Italy, the floating city, to Paris. It was a 24-hour journey, and it cost about $9,000 for the two of them, and that was the cheapest cabin that they could get. So it's a pretty expensive trip, really, but they seem to enjoy it. I was looking at it. It's it's identical. So we were playing the game. We got on the Orient Express. We looked at some of the rooms and stuff, and it's identical. It seems to be very accurate. I was thinking then they were talking about they were preparing to go for dinner, and they had to like dress up, very very formally. It's a very kind of posh kind of environment. You can't just turn up in your flip flops and t-shirt. I think it would be frowned upon. To frown. I'm not happy. Bad behavior. So to frown upon something is to disagree. Yeah. So they kind of dressed up and they went for dinner, and it looked amazing. Definitely the desserts. The desserts looked really, really nice. And I was thinking, what could we do as a word to kind of describe this environment? So I thought of one and I've come up with it. So let's have a quick look at this word. It looks very familiar, maybe. Here we go. So the word is urbane.
Urbane.
Urbane. You might know the word urban, yeah, like in the city, urban living. But this is urbane.
Urbane.
Notably polite or polished in manner. When should you use urbane? City slickers and country folk have long debated whether life is better in the town or in the wide open spaces, and urbane is a term that comes from the throes of that debate. Basically, in its earliest English uses, urbane was synonymous with its close relative of urban, relating characteristic of or constituting a city. Both words come from the Latin adjectives blah 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 blah. So I guess you can understand where this word comes from. That the idea is that people from the city are more sophisticated, maybe a little bit more cultured than their country cousins. They're living in an urban environment with the theaters and the restaurants, etc., etc. So it's a very kind of sophisticated word, a very urbane person, well read, very sophisticated, very polite, they have well mannered, etc. Yeah, nice word, urbane. Okay, enough of that. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's jump into it. Let's get it going. La 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 la. Where am I? Okay, I think everything's okay. Hang on. Let me just get this going and we can begin. Okay. So here's our boy, Hercule, with his magnificent mustache. Some jazz music playing in the background there. Can I go this way? I think I just came from my room, didn't I, last night? I was in my room, and we're going to go for something to eat, I suppose. Being Hercule, I always scan the room. I scan my environment. I see a piano. Oh, I can't play it. Hang on one moment. Is everything okay? Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off for this bit. We're just going to go through it, yeah? I'm not going to get in the way. Elbow patches. Okay. Good morning. Bonjour. Bonsoir. I don't know what...
Excuse me, monsieur. Pierre asked me to inform you that a passenger left us, so his room is yours. Monsieur Bouc instructed that your things be transferred to room 202 during dinner. You will be more comfortable in first class.
It is true what you say. Thank you,
Mr. Fouché, monsieur.
Hi, Joe. How's it going? You love the book. I haven't read the book myself. Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity, but I think it's one of her biggest selling books. Yeah, the game is really nice. Yeah, you can see it's updated since the previous game that we played, which was the Hercule Poirot, the first cases. Yeah, this is 2023. This game. My work. Sorry, my
where will
room.
my new compartment be?
Room 202 is at the far end of the previous car.
I see, thank you.
202, everybody.
What is your position on the Orient Express?
I manage the bar car, and I also do the restaurant car service.
Well, then do not let me keep you. Lobster tonight, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Lobster.
I'll leave you to it, then.
See you soon, monsieur.
Very polite. No offer of a drink. Personnel. Have a quick look at the bathroom, everybody. There's these like golden mustaches. Okay, that's not really working, is it? There's these golden mustaches I've been collecting, but I'm not going to pay too much attention to them in the game. I'm not going to spend much time looking for them. If I come across them, if I find them by accident, I will obviously pick them up. The restaurant, dinner time. Oh wow, it's busy, look. Good evening. Oh, hello. Oh, it's the army guy, look. On his own. On his own. There's Book. I don't know who these... Oh, I think I know who that woman is. There's the Russian princess. These are the Americans. The American businessman and his secretary. Ivanka Trump. I don't know who these people are.
Yes, sir.
Right. Let's go talk to Book. He's the director of the line. He's the boss of the Orient Express.
Please, my friend, join me. I have taken the liberty of ordering you your lobster.
Thank you. It appears our fellow passengers are all gathered here again tonight.
Ah. If I had but the pen of a Balzac, I would depict the scene.
Oh, it is an idea, that.
Ah, you agree. It has not been done, I think, and yet it lends itself to romance, my friend. All around us are people of all classes, of all nationalities, of all ages. For 3 days, these people, these strangers to one another, are brought together. They sleep and eat under one roof. They cannot get away from each other. At the end of the journey, they part. They go their several ways, never perhaps to see each other again.
Certainly it interests us, inviting us to watch and wonder about their lives.
Ah, I know you, my friend. Even now, your mind, it is at work. Let us test it. For example, what do you make of those two? Mamma mia, you can feel the power of our engine. We climb into the mountains with ease. I know something about the power, and this baby has it in spades.
There's
Oh
something
dear.
special about a train. I'll give you that. I sell toys, and model trains are one of our biggest items. And not just for children either.
You sell model cars too?
Sure, but give me a train any day.
Oh, my friend, what do you have against the cars? Now I work at Fortuna in Italy as a spokesperson. We are producing the next generation of electric cars, the Fortuna Firenze. Like the city, it is beautiful. We got the competitors looking over their shoulders so much, they're going to hit something.
Didn't mean to be insulting. It's just that there's something magical about a train.
Yeah, Joe, they have mobile phones. It's an updated. It's 2023. It's like December the 16th or December 17th, 2023, the setting for the game. So yeah, it's an updated version. What's this guy's name? I don't know. But anyway, you know, a kind of Italian stereotype there. Mamma mia! Luigi! Yeah, okay. So I'm thinking he's Italian, everyone. How old is he? 19, 35, 59, I don't know. 35, I guess, maybe. And his profession, his job, oh, yeah, 35. He's a driver, a gardener, I think he's a spokesman, no? He was selling cars or something, he said. Let's check this out, I might be wrong.
Et voilà.
Good. Okay,
The
Mamma
loud
mia!
gentleman is very confident, a master of his own fate. It is as much in the inflection as it is in the words. He
Yeah.
believes in winning. Also, that
Foscarelli.
he is the one who will win.
You are a magician.
Oh, it is not a parlor trick, my friend. It is simply observation.
Like I said, Joe, I don't know any of the characters. I've just started here. I played the kind of hotel scene at the beginning, and then I'm completely in the dark here. But yeah, kind of Italian stereotype there. Who are these ladies?
I was visiting my daughter. She works at the American Embassy in Istanbul. I told her she'd never find a husband there. Since I wanted to see Paris on my way home, she told me I should take this high-class train. I can't wait to see Paris. It looks beautiful in the movies, but it couldn't be more beautiful than Schenectady in the good old USA.
Schenectady.
That's where I'm living now. And you, Miss Debenham, was it? Where do you hail from?
I was born in
Debenham.
the UK.
Oh, that's in England, isn't it? What do
Right.
you do for a living?
I teach English to children in other countries.
I see. Oh, I wish I spoke a foreign language. My daughter speaks several languages. Let me
English
tell you about
teacher,
her work.
full respect.
It's very important.
Okay, the American lady is absolutely self-obsessed, isn't she? She's a bit of an egotist, yeah? And seemingly very proud of her daughter. No, she's British. She's an English teacher. Big shout out to all the English teachers there. 23, 40, 23, 40, 23, 40. I don't know. 40. No, she's an English teacher. Yay! Okay, this isn't very difficult.
My little gray cells did not let me down. There is much you can learn about someone just by observing them and listening. For example, that lady is reserved. She reveals little. She is self-contained. Some secret prompts her to allow her dinner companion to carry the conversation. I confess, in this case, what I witnessed in Istanbul suggests more, but I will respect her privacy.
You will always amaze me.
So, Previously, the English teacher was talking to the British Army guy sitting on his own, and they were whispering about something. His book.
My friend, this is one of the best desserts I have ever eaten.
You have always had the sweet tooth.
But this, it is a masterpiece.
Nice word,
I
yes.
can't understand how the dessert can be so good. I would love to know what the recipe is.
Okay, nice word there. Sweet tooth. He has a sweet tooth, meaning he likes sweet things. He likes to eat chocolate. He likes to eat desserts. He likes sweet things, to have a sweet tooth, yeah? All right. What do I need to do? Oh, menu. Interact. Okay, what do we got? Starters. Salmon Gravla style. Yeah, don't be laughing at my pronunciation here. Limoncello vinaigrette. Barley, semolina, and crunchy vegetables. Which would you choose? I would go for the salmon. Then we have lobster medallions roasted with garlic cream, accompanied by sautéed potatoes in foaming butter and aromatic oriental herbs. Okay, nice. And then for dessert, we have a special surprise, the Orient Express dessert. Okie dokie. Sounds good. Nothing else there. Very nice. Let's have a look at the dessert then, yeah? Interact. Ooh, everybody.
I couldn't tell what flavor the ice cream is.
The ice cream, well, let's look at the ice cream on the top. It's white with kind of yellow. Vanilla or lemon? Yeah, look at lemon.
It looks like lemon. Look at the zest.
Yes, I wasn't sure what that was.
I think there's a big difference between lemon and vanilla myself, but there you go. Okay, look, next.
What is the red fruit?
Strawberries or raspberries? Well, that's pretty obvious. It's a raspberry book.
It looks like a raspberry.
You have a good eye, Poirot.
Yeah, thank you.
The biscuit is the foundation of the dessert. All else is built upon it. What do you think?
Is it crushed biscuit or chocolate mousse?
It looks like crushed biscuits, my friend.
Finely observed, indeed. Poirot, I am embarrassed to ask you a great favor.
My friend, I am on this train due to the great favor you have done me. How may I assist you?
This dessert is sublime. If only I had the recipe.
Sublime, sublime.
Unfortunately, the pastry chef, Miss Nielsen, she will guard her secrets. But you, my friend, I am sure you could make her confess.
You wish me to persuade the pastry chef to give up her recipe?
You who are the expert at interrogation.
Book, it is a dessert.
It is the pinnacle of desserts. You, my friend, who, as you say, are on this train, I blush to remind you.
Fine, you win. Again, what wouldn't I do for you, my friend?
Oh, thank you, Poirot. Good luck.
Maybe it's biscuits, raspberries, and ice cream with lemon zest book. Good evening. Oh no, that's the businessman, isn't it? Yeah. Anybody to talk to? Good evening.
Good evening, mademoiselle.
Good evening, sir. How can I help you?
That was a magnificent dessert you served us tonight. I wanted to tell you personally how much both Monsieur Bouc and I enjoyed it.
Thank you very much, sir.
In fact, it is so good. Monsieur Bouc insists on knowing how you made it.
Oh, sir, I'm sorry. You must know a chef never gives away their recipes. But, well, you helped with the refrigerator, and without space in it for me, there would have been no dessert. Very well. To prepare tonight's dessert, first I melt sugar to make caramel. Then I spread this caramel to make tuiles. Between two tuiles, I add a small scoop of lemon ice cream, and I put the whole thing on a strawberry crown.
Huh?
Oh, you are suspicious even now.
Yeah, yeah.
The chef gave up her prized recipe a little too easily. I sense she wasn't entirely honest with me.
She gave up her recipe. She revealed her recipe. Which of these sentences contain a lie? First, I melt sugar to make caramel. Then I spread the caramel to create tuiles. I don't know, tuiles. Between the two tuiles, I add a small scoop of lemon ice cream. And the whole thing on a strawberry crown. It's raspberries.
Thank you for sharing your recipe with me. But I doubt those are strawberries you're using.
Oops. You have a good eye, Monsieur Poirot.
Thank you.
Very well. What fruit do you think I used?
Raspberries.
You used raspberries, not strawberries. I'm not fooled.
You're right. Mr. Bouc, he couldn't tell the difference. Let's move on to the bottom part of the dessert.
My favorite part of the dessert.
First, I melted some butter. I crumbled pieces of chocolate into the butter. Then I placed the mix in a circular mold. Finally, I let the whole thing cool down to let it harden.
Which of these contains a lie? First, I melted some butter. Yeah. I crumbled pieces of chocolate into the butter. I don't remember chocolate in the butter. No, chocolate. Gotcha!
It's certainly not
J'accuse.
chocolate that you crumbled.
I see you do have an excellent palate. Do you know what ingredients I used?
Cornflakes, meringue, crushed biscuits.
A clever pastry chef might mix crushed biscuits with butter to create this delicious base.
That's it. You're getting closer to the entire recipe.
Closer? I've caught murderers with less difficulty than this.
I'll give you one last challenge. I'm sure you will be able to figure out the order I mix my ingredients in. If you can, you will have earned my recipe.
Mademoiselle, solving the murder of Roger Ackroyd was easier than this.
Okay, let's work out this recipe. Hang on, why? So this is the mind map we use to connect the story together. My new compartment, my compartment, the anniversary. Okay, so we can see that the mind map has kind of changed from the previous game. Okay, let's have a look. Recipe, everybody. Now, really quickly, Latin speakers. A recipe are the instructions for cooking a meal. If you go to the doctor, if you're in London and you feel ill and you go to the doctor, what does the doctor give you to get some medicine? He doesn't give you a recipe, okay? So Latin speakers, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, even Russians will say recipe. The doctor gave me a recipe. But no, it's a prescription, okay? So remember that one. Because if you're in London, you're feeling ill, you go to the doctor and say, "Oh, doctor, I feel ill. Can you give me a can you give me a recipe, please?" And the doctor will look at you and go, "Mamma mia, here is my favorite lasagna recipe," you know? It's going to sound very, very strange, yeah? Sorry, Italians, there for my really bad stereotypical accent. But, yeah, we say a prescription. Okay, let's keep going. Where am I? Okay, what do we have to do? The recipe of the dessert. Find the order of the ingredients. Okay, The vanilla is added just before the flour. Okay, what do we got? Is it the flour? Eggs? Sugar? Okay, let's look at it. Okay, that's oranges, yeah? The vanilla is added just before the flour. The eggs are added first or last. The orange peel comes later than the flour. You should never add sugar and milk consecutively. The sugar is added later than the vanilla. The eggs and orange peel are right next to each other in the recipe. And for the eggs, first or last. So the eggs are added first or last. Recipe. Flour. So look, if I put eggs first or last, the orange comes later than the flour. The eggs and orange are right next to each other. Orange comes later than the flour. So the orange has to go here or here. The orange goes here. So the eggs are going last so that they're next to each other. The sugar is later than the vanilla. It's just before the flour. Just before the flour. Vanilla, flour, sugar is later than the vanilla. There. That's milk, I guess, is it?
That's the right answer.
Good. All right, nice. Hey. So there's a recipe for everybody this morning. You can check it out in your own time.
As promised, my recipe is yours. Give me 5 minutes to write it down for you.
Thank you. I am in your debt.
Pronunciation there, debt, no B. The B is silent, to be in debt. If I borrow money from the bank,
advantage of this moment to
I'm in debt.
my little observations of the passengers.
All right, good. So we're going to kind of get to know the characters, I suppose. Let's have a look. Who are these two?
Did you enjoy the meal?
I'm not used to meals like this.
You do not have good restaurants in Kenya?
Actually, we do. This is in the 1930s.
I did not mean to offend.
You didn't like the meal?
The lobster, it was undercooked, and the potatoes were too dry.
I expect, being Princess Dragomirov's assistant, you must be used to eating well.
Cooking is an art. You do not need to wear the chef's hat to be an artist.
What is your favorite dish?
She sounds...
It is a special...
Currywurst, she sounds German, right? Currywurst is a German food, I believe. German sausage. Wurst is sausage, no? Bratwurst? I don't know. How old is she? 23, 33, 76. She's not... Again, I think she's 33, maybe. Translator, hairdresser. No, she's the assistant to the Russian princess.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Thank you. Who else? Who's next? The Americans.
I made a lot of progress on the expenses last night, sir. I should be
Good
done
man.
by tomorrow morning.
You're supposed to be a fast worker, Hector.
Sorry, sir. Working here is not as comfortable as in our office in Boston.
You're lucky to ride in a train like this.
Comfortable. Okay, sorry, I've forgotten his name. Oh, there's hints as well. Well, I don't need a hint. He is obviously an well, I mean, maybe Canadian. Sometimes I have trouble differentiating Canadian and Americans, and I often confuse that. I say, "Oh, wow, where are you from in Canada?" And they get really angry because they're from, Texas or something, or vice versa. We're gonna go American, everybody. Is he 22? Is he 40? Is he 71? He's not 71. 40 or 22? What do you think? I know he's... How do I go back? He's the secretary. I know that because we met him in the hotel. Let's go for another secretary. I suppose he was doing... How old is he? 22? I don't know. I mean, he doesn't look 22, does he?
I do not think that's the right answer.
God damn it. Okay.
Et voila.
Here you are, sir. My recipe. Please tell Mr. Book he should not expect my recipes for the other desserts.
The handover.
Thank you very much, mademoiselle. I know he will sincerely appreciate the gesture, and I will make certain he gets the message.
So it says that the characters are updated. Characters. Stolen ticket, we've done that. Inventory. Recipe. So there's Boop. He's 52, he's Belgian, and he's the boss of the Orient Express. Here's the English guy, Archibald. He's 45, he's British, and he's ex-military. Here's the English teacher, Mary Debenham, 40 years old, British English teacher. Now, she was talking to Archibald at the train station. They definitely know each other, but they're not sitting together. They weren't sitting together in the dining compartment. There, Joe, you got it. It looks 40. Yeah, I don't know. It's my bad for that one. Antonio Foscarelli, yeah? Joe, you seem to be the expert here on this, so you can watch out for any errors, yeah? We've got Pierre. We've got Freya. We've got the Japanese Hotaru Mori. We've got Hector McQueen, 40. Yeah. And then we've got Hildegard, 33. Okay. Bring the recipe to Book. Here you go, my friend.
Poirot, you were gone such a long time.
I was interrogating the staff for you.
This is wonderful. Did it require the use of your little grey cells?
More the exercise of my little taste buds.
Thank you so much, my friend. Eat your dessert. You've earned it.
Good evening. My name is Ratchet. I think that I have the pleasure of speaking to Mr. Hercule Poirot, is that so?
You have been correctly informed, monsieur.
Your exploits are well known on my side of the Atlantic. In my country, we come to the point quickly. Mr. Poirot, I want you to take on a job for me. Are you interested in earning a lot of money?
Sure.
My clientele, monsieur, is limited nowadays. I undertake very few cases.
No, sorry.
Why, naturally. I understand that. But this, Mr. Poirot, means big money. Big
How much?
Money.
How much money? How much? Okay, he's not Italian, he's American, right? Is he 22, 35? He's, well, you can tell he's a bit older. He's 62, I think. It's highly likely that I'm correct. Is he an employee? He's a businessman. Easy. Easy
That was
peasy.
easy.
Yeah.
What is it you wish me to do for you, Monsieur Ratchet?
Mr. Poirot, I am a rich man.
Nice.
A very rich man.
How
Men
much?
in that position have enemies. I have an enemy.
Monsieur, in my experience, when a man is in a position to have, as you say, enemies, then it does not usually resolve itself into one enemy only.
Yes, I appreciate that point. Enemy or enemies, it doesn't matter. What does matter is my safety. My life has been threatened, Mr. Poirot. Now, I'm a man who can take pretty good care of himself. But as I look at it, a little insurance wouldn't hurt. And remember, big money.
I regret, monsieur, that I cannot oblige you.
What's wrong with my proposition?
If you will forgive me for being personal, I do not like your face, Mr. Ratchet.
Ooh.
If you wouldn't mind,
Oh, dear.
I'd like to finish my coffee peacefully.
Well, that's a bit unusual for our boy Hercule. Yeah, he's a bit rude there. I don't like your face. Although the man did come across as a bit of a bully. Yeah, he wasn't very nice to his secretary, and yeah, didn't seem like a very nice person. And of course, Hercule, with his powers, would have picked up on that. Recipe, character analysis. Go to sleep. Bedtime, everybody. Let's have a look. Oh, it's empty all of a sudden. Which way is bed? This way? But didn't we come in the other way? My compliments to the chef. Okay, I'm going to stop looking for those golden mustaches. I don't know if you get anything, it's just collectible, you know? Empty, where's everybody gone? I was watching this video this morning about this couple who traveled from Venice to Paris on the Orient Express, and they said after the only things that were available, yeah, it's like dining cabin, and if dinner isn't being served, there's not really much to do, they said, and the only thing open is like the bar. So they went to the bar and they were drinking cocktails, but it was like $20 a cocktail, yeah.
A nightcap, Monsieur Poirot?
A nightcap,
A cup
nice.
of coffee, Monsieur Fauché. Then I will retire to my new compartment.
I am sure you will find it to be most comfortable.
Poirot, you lunatic, and another cup of coffee. He just had another cup of coffee, and now he's going to bed. How is that possible?
We have stopped?
Yes, sir. Belgrade Station. If you'd
Belgrade.
like to go out and get some fresh air, now is the time. The train leaves at 9:15.
No,
Okay.
no, I see that it is snowing. I will not seek out the fresh air.
Probably a wise decision. May I suggest a chocolate to accompany your coffee? It is produced by my father, the best chocolatier in Switzerland.
I would never
Chocolatier.
refuse a chocolate with such high recommendation.
I know you will enjoy it, and please let me know if there is anything else you require.
Okay, now. The question is he French Swiss or Swiss French? Yeah, he's young, isn't he? I'm gonna go 28. He's definitely not the driver. He is the bartender, the barman. Bartender. To tend the bar.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot. Everything was perfect. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Is there anything you require, monsieur?
More
No,
coffee. He's insane. How can you drink coffee like that? Play the piano. My old man's a dustman, he knows that dustman crap.
Why, I thought you'd left us. You said you were getting off at Belgrade.
No, I would say Belgrade, but maybe my Serbian isn't that good.
You misunderstood me.
But, man, your baggage, it's gone.
It has been moved into another compartment, that is all.
Oh, I see.
That was an interesting thing. I don't know if I said that, but like the people that were on the video, they were in a really small cabin. It was the cheapest for $9,000 for 24 hours. And then they went to dinner, and when they came back to their kind of compartment, or whatever it's called, it had been transformed into beds. And there was a two-bedroom, two-berth is the word, isn't it? They were using that, like two-berth room, cabin, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I said I'm not going to check for any more golden mustaches, but I'm going to just do one more. There must be one in here somewhere. There must be. I don't know where they're hiding, but there must be one. Good evening.
I wish you a good night, Monsieur Poirot.
Good night.
I hope you'll sleep well and that your head will be better in the morning.
It is just the cold. I'm now making myself a cup of tea.
I hope it'll warm you up.
God, imagine going, like, spending so much money, you're on the Orient Express, and you just get ill, like with a cold, and you're sneezing with fever. Achoo!
I hope so. Good night.
Well, good night, my dear.
It's the American lady.
What a brave girl. On the other hand, that man there in the next cabin, Monsieur Ratchet, scares the hell out of me. There's something wrong about that man. My daughter always says I'm very intuitive. When Mama gets a hunch, she's dead right. That's what my daughter says. And I've got a hunch about that man. He's next door to me, and I don't like it. I put my bags against the communicating door last night. I thought I heard him trying the handle. Well, whoever you are, I'm going right to bed to read. Good night.
Good night, madam.
Sounds a bit paranoid.
Whoever I am.
So she said, she used the expression there, she has a hunch about Ratchet. A hunch. A hunch is a feeling. Yeah, to have a hunch about someone. I don't trust that person. I've got a hunch about them. Now, I wouldn't really use that word. I think it's more of an American expression, really. We say it to have a gut feeling. Yeah, to have a gut feeling. Your gut is kind of like your stomach, isn't it? If I have a gut feeling about something, I think something is suspicious or something's not right. Yeah? I got a feeling. But anyway, yeah, so that would be more what I would say. If I feel like something isn't correct, something strange is going on, I would have a gut feeling. But you often see this in films, to have a hunch, yeah? There's no evidence, it's just a feeling that you have about a person, a place, a thing, etc. Okay, all right, bedtime. Bedtime for Hercule. 203. Who's he? That's Ratchet. Who's that man? He's kind of got a Rupert Murdoch vibe about him, doesn't he? He's got a bang of Rupert Murdoch. He looks upset. Rupert! Rupert Murdoch! Rupert Murdoch, of course, is the guy that they say is the TV show Succession is based on. 202, this is my one, right? Or is it 201? No, it's 202. Can't go anywhere. Where are these stupid mustaches anyway? I can't find them. been transformed. So here's my little room, everybody. Welcome in. Back for a nightcap. We have a door. We have a bed. Got a little... that's another thing that the people said. There was no shower. They had no shower in their cabin, which for them was a bit much. They didn't seem to like that in that video. I'm looking for a particular video. It's about kind of the meals on the Orient Express. When I find it, I'll we can watch it. Yeah. Go to sleep.
Ah, finally a real bed fit for a king. Or a very tired detective.
God, he loves telling us. Oh, look at him in his pajamas, his jams, his PJs. Ah, look, interesting. Interesting. Hang on 1 second. Interesting. I was watching something. They were talking about video games, and they said that in video games, whenever you see the character go to bed, they never have a blanket or anything like that. They always kind of sleep on top of the bed. And they were saying it's like a developer thing. It's really difficult for the animations or the graphics, or it takes too much work to kind of put them into a bed with a duvet. Spanish students, not duvets, duvet. But like, it's one of these things that once you see it, you can't stop seeing it in video games. They never have blankets. They always lie on top of the bed because basically it's just too much work, I think, for the for the developers. I've just seen it there, and I only heard about this like yesterday or something. So there you go. That's me happy for the day. What do we got here? Okay, Sam Ratchet, 62, American businessman. Ooh. Where are all these people? Bartender? Greta? That's the guy. We don't know. That's the guy coming out of Ratchet's room. We have no idea. We're watching you, my friend. We're watching you. You are a person of interest. Who's this? No idea. Okay. There you go. Where's your blanket, man? Go to sleep in the new cabin. Done. Bell ringing. Inspect the corridor.
Monsieur Ratchet?
Ce n'est rien. Je me suis trompé.
Je me suis trompé. Okay. Look, Joe, if you're still there, mobile phone. Not sure. Android or Apple? Looks quite expensive anyway. So yeah, it's been updated. It's a modern version. Hercule never had a mobile phone. What are we going to do now? We're going to go to bed and watch TikTok for 20 minutes and fall asleep. What time was that? 12:15, 12:37. Okay. Any messages? Yeah, any messages? WhatsApp messages, voice messages this morning at 8:15 or something that woke me up. 1:15. Okay, more noise, right? That must be like a doorbell or something.
Good night, madame.
That must be the American lady, because Ratchet is next to us and she's next door to Ratchet. Sorry, just spying.
The American lady?
Yes, don't worry. You'll know how Mrs. Hubbard is. Imagine to yourself the time I have had with her. She insists, but insists, that there is a man in her compartment. Just imagine it, monsieur. In a space of this size, where would he conceal himself? I argue with her. I point out that it is impossible. She insists. She woke up and there was a man there. And how, I ask, did he get out? And leave the door bolted behind him? But she will not listen to reason.
That one does not leave time to listen.
True, she does talk about. Imagine being somewhere and there's like Hercule Poirot peeking around the corner, you know, looking, watching everything, observing. Jesus, that would get boring very quickly, I think. It would get tiresome. Are we stopped?
The train has stopped, Mr. Michel.
We have run into a snowdrift. Heaven knows how long we shall be here. I remember once being snowed in for 7 days.
Where are we?
Between Vinkovsky and Brod.
Oh la la. It's time for me to go back.
Brod? Hang on. Brod? Brod. And Vinkovsky. What was it? Vinkovsky. Vinkovsky. Vinkovsky, maybe that's it. And Brod. Brod? Okay, we're here somewhere anyway. Vinkovsky, Croatia. Okay, we're in the Balkans, yeah, so we're somewhere between Serbia, Bosnia. Is this Croatia? Yeah, Croatia. Okay. Hotels. Very nice. Vinkovsky is a city in Slavonia, in the country in eastern Croatia, the city summits. 28,000? Yeah, this is about the size of my town in Ireland. A bit bigger. So we've gone from Istanbul somewhere up here. And we're going to Paris, of course. Okay, cool. So yesterday we found out the military guy, the British retired captain, because we were looking at one of his receipts, and I checked the address, you know, and it was like an Easter egg, I think, because the address was Paddington Bear's house in London, yeah, and what he was saying was his residence, you know. I was trying to think about it. What's Paddington Bear got to do with Hercule Poirot? But Paddington Station is one of the big important train stations in London. Train, Orient Express, that's the best I can do. But we would call that an Easter egg, I think. Okay.
To bed.
I wish you a good night, monsieur. Or what is left of it.
Joe says, I wonder how the modern devices will affect the investigation. This is so interesting. They have a film adaptation of this set in 2001. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we haven't used the mobile phones at all, yeah. So, of course, that's a big thing now, isn't it, with films, you know, as a problem. You know, you can't say, oh, I'm stuck in a building, because you can just call your friend, can't you, in the modern world. Maybe, I don't know. There's a snowdrift, so there's a big snowstorm, and they've stopped. One of the devices that Agatha Christie always uses. We learned this in the last game. One of the devices that she uses, it's always in the previous game, in the first cases, there was a huge snowstorm, and everyone who had gone to an engagement party, I can't remember her name. Was it Elizabeth? No, Elizabeth was the maid. Angeline. Yeah, right. Angeline and her fiance. But there was a snowstorm and nobody could get out of the house. And that's a typical scenario with Agatha Christie novels, right? A group of people are stuck in a place, and that there's a murder, and everyone is a suspect. And I guess, like I said, I haven't read Murder on the Orient Express, but I guess it's traveling snowstorm. Maybe they're stuck. Mobile phones. How can you get around that? Maybe Wi-Fi. Oh, there's no Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. Let's find out. Game, yeah. What am I doing? Again? Okay, we're looking. Zoom in. There really isn't much to see here, everybody. Quarter past 1. A quarter past 1. 1:15. Go to sleep again. So there have been repeated interruptions during the night. Half an hour later. No blankets. Is that the princess? Inspect the corridor. Go back to bed. Time ticks. He's having a terrible night, isn't he? On June 5th, 1883, at 7:30, the first departure of the train, already called the Orient Express, took place. According to some sources, these passengers were all men, each of whom had been warned to carry a firearm as a precaution. Bring a gun. It's like when I was going to Cappadocia, it was like, beware of bandits. What is that, an avalanche? December 17th, 2023, Joe.
I should have taken an airplane. Well, I must make the best of it and join the other passengers for breakfast.
Yeah, right. If in doubt, eat, everybody.
The train still hasn't left.
Looks nice, though. We could climb up there, maybe. I don't see any footsteps or anything. How about a comb, everyone?
The mustache comb to tame unruly knots.
All right.
Finest of curling irons for the mustache.
Right. So he takes a lot of care with his mustache. It didn't just grow like that, everybody. It takes a lot of work to have a magnificent mustache like that. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come naturally. It takes work. It takes effort. Now that is a mustache, I have to say. Colonel Riggs mustache wax. Clean and silky, gentleman edition. Tin silver box. Okay.
Wax to preserve the perfect symmetry of the mustache.
Yeah, I've never had this kind of inclination to have a mustache. I should have grown a mustache for this game, really. I know, but it's too late now. But I should have put some effort into it. Okay, breakfast time. Which way is breakfast? I think it's the other way, isn't it? But we'll have a quick look, see what's going on. Oh, look, a map. I suppose the red one is you are here. Okay, 2, 1, bar, restaurant, maintenance, I suppose. Can I look out the window? Alright. Wake, wake, wakey, wakey, everybody. Time to get up. I'm up. Everyone else should be up. Beautiful snowy morning in the mountains in the Balkans. What is that? It's Hercule Poirot. You have to check everything, you know?
Good morning, Monsieur Michel.
Good
Good
morning, sir.
morning.
Please enjoy our special breakfast in our restaurant.
I will indeed, sir. For morning pea. Quick check, looking good. Close the door. No way to get out. No way to get out. Who's here? It's our Italian friend, right?
This delay is intolerable. I am supposed to be demonstrating the Firenze in Paris in 2 days.
Ah, your electric car. Yes, that's bad luck.
Bad luck? If I miss that demonstration, I'll be in deep trouble.
Just text your people in Paris and warn them.
Of course I tried that, but there is no network service in these mountains.
Haha, there's no network service. Mobile phones are out. But this is a terrible, stereotypical Italian. Mamma mia. But anyway.
My daughter said it would be the easiest way in the world. Just sit on the train until I got to Paris. And now we may be here for days, and my boat sails the day after tomorrow. How am I going to catch it now?
Boat?
I can't even send an email to cancel it. I'm just too mad to talk about it.
My colleagues were to meet me in Paris. They will wonder what has happened to me. I can get no words to them. What will they think? We have refugees to help.
Oh wow, a good person amongst all this kind of opulence and madness.
Good morning, madam. The snow is a predicament, is it not?
I am Russian. Snow is no stranger.
I am Russian. Snow is no stranger to me.
Would it be St. Petersburg?
You are very perceptive. Monsieur Poirot, is it not?
And may I take it I have the honor of addressing Princess Natalia Dragomirov?
We dispense with the old titles these days. My husband, all of my past, was taken from me by these Stalinists. When they were gone, I became director of the St. Petersburg Museum of Antiquities to restore and preserve what I can of my country's history.
Still, the delay must be vexing.
If I must be late for my appointments, then they will wait.
I know that I would certainly wait, madame. It has been my extreme pleasure to make your acquaintance, madame.
He will flirt, Hercule. He said it must be vexing. This is kind of an old word. To be vexed is to be annoyed or angry. Yeah, if something is vexing me, it's kind of stressing me, it's annoying me. It's kind of an old word, though. I would never say, oh, I'm really vexed, you know? Maybe though. Piano. My old man's dustman, he was a dustman cat.
To play it.
Go on, Hercule, you can do it, man. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. English teacher.
Mademoiselle, you are not concerned about the train stopping?
What can one do?
Indeed, this does not make the train move. You have great strength to remain calm at a time like this.
I know one far, far stronger than I.
And that is?
Well, that old lady, for instance. You have probably noticed her. She just has to lift her little finger and ask for something in a polite voice, and the whole train runs.
It runs also for my friend Monsieur Bouc. But that is because he is a director of the line, not because he has a
Name
masterful
dropping.
character.
You
Name
don't have to
dropping.
have a strong will when you have power. But I suspect I did not
You
need
don't
to tell
need
you
to have a
that,
strong
Mr.
will when you have
Mr.
power.
Poirot.
Mr. Poirot. Every English person I have ever met speaks exactly like this. You don't need to have willpower if you... What is it? You don't need to have strength if you have willpower, or whatever it was. Mr. Poirot. Every English person speaks like that. It's true.
Good morning, Mr. Fauchet. You have early customers, I see.
Yes, I am stuck serving here as well at breakfast. Everyone is impatient. They keep complaining that the train is not moving. As if I could get out and push it.
It's too early
Could
for
you?
me to order a boxcar. That is the appropriate drink, I believe.
A gin, triple sec, lemon and grenadine mix. A
Ooh.
drink for a train indeed.
But not perhaps for my breakfast. I think I will
No.
settle for an omelette.
Go
Good luck,
on.
sir. Miss Nielsen is helping to serve in the dining car.
Hercule starts day drinking. Go on, Hercule. You can do it.
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can add to what I've already told you.
Oh. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Fauchet. You have
Okay,
early
I am.
customers.
Yes, I am
It's
a gin.
but good morning, Mr.
Ah.
Yes, they keep
It's too
a gin, triple.
but not perhaps for my breakfast. I think I will settle
Sorry.
for an omelette.
Good luck, sir.
What
Miss
type of
Nielsen is
omelette
helping
would
to serve in the
Hercule
dining
eat?
car.
So the kitchen or whatever it is. Backroom staff. Alright, this is the last toilet I'm checking. Very nice mustache. Okay, it's coming up to 12:10. I think I've been streaming for about an hour now.
How long are we expected to be stranded
I think I'm going to leave it there, everybody.
Good complaining to me. That fellow there with the moustache, he may know something.
Excusez-moi, sir.
Yes?
Monsieur Bouc asks for you to join him in compartment 203.
Alright. Thank you. We're going to finish it there. We're going to
Look
finish it
here,
now.
Poirot. Can you tell us anything?
I can tell you the snow, it will not move aside on its own.
Of course. But you obviously have some influence with Boog.
I am going to see him now. I will ask him if he has any information.
Alright. I'm going to finish it there. Go to the dining car. We're starting a new part of the game there, I think. Join Book. Alright, cool. Okay, everybody. Where am I? Hang on. The game is afoot. The game's afoot, everyone. We're going to finish there. It's kind of breakfast time for me. I hope you enjoyed that, yeah? If you're enjoying these videos, please press like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps as well, yeah? Put your notifications on, because what day is today? Today's Sunday. When is New Year? New Year's what, Wednesday? Wednesday, 31st. So Wednesday's a holiday here. So I'm definitely going to be playing on Wednesday. I'm working tomorrow, I think. I might play a game tomorrow. New Year's Eve, I doubt it, because I'm working in the afternoon and then, yeah. So New Year's Day, probably Wednesday, will be the next installment of Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. I hope you like it. Please press like. It really does help me. This is Class 8 plus English. My name is Brian. It's kind of a new channel. We've been playing video games. I'm an English teacher living in Spain. I'm just kind of explaining some vocabulary and stuff, and just having fun with it. Enjoy. Have it easy. It's Sunday. Relax. Have a good day. I'm going to go and have some breakfast now. And then I think I'm going to watch some football this afternoon, which I'm really looking forward to, okay? So take it easy, have a great day, and I'll see you really, really soon. Definitely Wednesday, okay? All right, take care. Bye-bye.